It's been fun. It's been so fun.
Good, I'm glad.
All right.
Tossing my phone down.
All right. You know who this is.
Hello.
Hello, Dragon.
How are you?
I'm good. This is exciting.
It has been an amazing time. Oh my God, I'm tired.
I
It's been a
bet,
long
yeah.
day. So, but did you enjoy the fights? That was the most important thing.
Yes, I enjoyed the fights. The last fight was amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it, everything, and I'm excited for tomorrow. So
I think tomorrow is, especially with 2 upsets on the books today, I
Yep.
think tomorrow is going to be absolutely fantastic. So
I'm ready.
I'm psyched. I will say my favorite match, and I want to know what your favorite is, was the Fintech's fight, doing the 5 full hit combo and then the special into invade just to eke out that last couple percent.
Yep.
One heck of a risky move with an L3 waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, but he clutched it out. What was your favorite?
I liked the last fight. It just being so close, and you know I was rooting for lags.
Fair.
And yeah, man. Either way, it was a great fight. All of them were great.
They're the best of the best.
Yeah, I'm not the best.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's all good. How's it been commentating and being back in that role?
It was fantastic. So for those of you who don't know, I got to commentate with Nick, who I used to be on the podcast with.
Yes.
So it was the best kind of throwback to be on a commentating team with Nick again. It was really cool. So we did have the rank up information that the players had ahead of time, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to kind of brainstorm a little bit about who might be really cool for them to bring in.
Yeah.
I was really excited to see a rank 2 Joe fix it.
Yes,
That was amazing.
I loved it.
I did too. Everybody loved it. The
Yep.
second we saw Joe, we were like, Joe!
Yeah, I saw YOLO. He was sitting behind him, and I saw him just being so excited.
I bet he lit up. But I really loved people like Fintech's Venom rank up,
Yeah.
which obviously came in clutch,
Yes.
especially against Kindred.
A beautiful fight.
So that was really cool part of commentating. And then just getting to plan everything else out, like how to introduce the tournament and getting to do tomorrow. So you're going to see DLL and Karate Mike do the intro, so they get the intros tomorrow.
Okay.
And then Nick and I are going to come in and finish off with the finals.
Yes. I'm going to be there. Everyone should tune in live.
You should. You absolutely should.
All right. If there's any questions, we'll go by them.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Slayer says, hi, Dragon.
Hi, Slayer. I hope you guys had an amazing time watching. I hope you all enjoyed and you plan on tuning in tomorrow.
Yes,
So-
yes. Who's your favorite character and why is it Jubilee?
Okay, so I got to help design Jubilee, for those who
Of
don't know.
course.
I really, really loved getting to work with a designer. Kabam Coop, actually, is the one who worked on her.
Nice.
And she is just near and dear to my heart. She's one of my favorite characters, and she was just so much fun to design. I would love to see her get a tune-up.
Of
So for
course,
those
of
of you
course.
who think I think Jubilee is amazing as is, I know she's got her weaknesses, and I'd love to see her get a tune-up. But I love playing her. I have her ascended at 6-star rank 5.
Nice.
And she still wrecks. But if I had to pick a favorite character to play, I love Titania.
Yeah.
I love taking in Titania. She just wrecks everything. I run Path 2 in Alliance War, which is all placebo buffs. Before it became a tactic, it was all placebo buffs. So it's the Titania fights all day long. So my favorite character to play right now is probably Titania, if I had to pick.
I love it. We saw some Titania in the Brawl.
We did. I was so excited. I was so upset we didn't get to see Titania because she kept getting banned.
Oh,
but
yes.
That's okay. Totally understandable. And it was still a great time. I still had a ton of fun. So who did you guys like seeing in the Brawl the best? To the chat. I'm curious who you were most excited to see. Other
Yes,
than
yes.
Joe Fixit.
All right. Let's see here. Did the players also have their opponent rank ups info? Interesting.
No. So none of the players had any of the info or the rank ups for the other players. Everything was kept secret from them. Everything was kept separate. None of that information was shared. So the only people who had access to it were the commentators and the people actually doing the rank ups for them on the accounts.
Yeah.
So
Good.
they did get the chance to also set their masteries. They got the chance to set up and customize just about everything. So if you don't know, they got access to 5 generic rank 1 to 2 gems for their 7 stars. All the 6 stars were rank 5 max sig.
Yep.
So they got to take 6 6-star relics. I have to say the right thing.
Yes.
To rank 2, which really makes a difference in how hard those
Yeah,
things
absolutely.
hit. We saw some of those hits into block just absolutely chunk down crazy amounts of
Yes.
damage. So clearly it made a difference for a couple people.
Yeah.
So
It'll be interesting to see how the strategies change for tomorrow.
I am excited to see if some of the bans change.
Yeah.
We obviously saw Darth Ghost try to do that against Fintech, taking away his Venom. I
Yep.
love the boo that went
Yep,
across the crowd the second
absolutely.
they saw that. I can't blame him.
No.
I would have taken that Venom away from Fintech too.
Yes.
Clearly something he planned and worked out well.
Yeah, I think last in the Summoners, his last tournament that happened to him as well.
It did. I remember seeing that, and I was like, oh, poor Fintech with his Venom. But
Yep.
I can't blame him. I have a duped Venom, and now I'm like, should I rank Venom? Probably not, but definitely considering it now. I will be bringing him into my deck, though,
Nice.
now that I've got him and I enjoy him, especially as a 7-star.
Yeah, Massacre was great. I love Massacre.
Oh my. Okay, so I have run the Domino Trinity back since like it was when it first came
Yep.
out. So seeing Masakre get like his resurgence in this
Yes.
meta just makes me so happy. Planning to take him to rank 4. I
Yes.
just took Shuri to rank 2 as a 7-star.
Okay.
So I need a little bit of materials, but I'm planning to take him to rank 4 and rank 5. He's so much fun to play.
Yes, yeah.
And then L2 into block is just satisfying.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are a
Absolutely.
few like specials that just hit as satisfying as that does. Oh, it's so satisfying.
100%. All right. Did they do different rank ups for tomorrow?
Ooh, great question. Who asked that? Gudra, great question. I'm glad you asked that. So they don't get different ranks, they get additional ranks. So they're going to have their existing teams as they were, and I believe they get, it's either 2 or 3 more 1 to 2 gems, and I think they get a few more 6 stones. So we're going to see some additional champions coming into play tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Just to kind of change it up,
Yeah.
keep the meta constant. We are seeing a different meta. So for those of you who think the meta is the same tomorrow, it is not the same
Okay.
tomorrow. I will tell you, I don't know if the info has been released yet. I think it has, but I'm not sure. Just in case it hasn't.
I don't know.
It is going to be a little bit slower. We're not going to see the same, oh my god, the fight's over in 30 seconds
Okay.
tomorrow. We're going to see much more methodical. We're going to see you got to play around the nodes and the meta a little
Okay.
bit. So I think we're going to see a lot of very skill-heavy and skill-intensive fights, and I think it's going to make for a great
Yeah, I think so as
quarterfinal
well.
or semifinal and finals. So,
Yeah.
what match are you most excited for tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just excited for all of them.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It was fun. It was fun watching and being in the crowd. I've been to tournaments before for like Call of Duty, but my first Contest Champions tournament, and I just love that it's evolving,
Yeah.
getting better every time.
Well, having been in the Summoner Showdown too, and then moving over to this, and like having seen the Beat the Boss stuff in New
Yeah.
York, this is just a culmination of all of that
Absolutely.
over the past like 5 years, and it's phenomenal to see. I love all of it coming together to be one big event. I love how they did the tournament. I want to see them do a longer qualifier. That would
Yes.
be like the one thing I do want to see is have maybe like 2 months of qualifiers, maybe like an online tournament because they've got the Twitch channel.
Yeah.
I think there's some cool stuff that they could do
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
I would love to see. But obviously I want to see this event again too because this has been amazing.
Yeah, it can only get better.
It can only get better.
All right, let's see. Fintech was close to getting knocked out. He was. That was interesting to see him come back. I loved it.
I will say, Fintech definitely had an uphill battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was some. Those fights were rough.
Is the bracket like the NBA or NFL? I don't watch either.
That is a great question. So it should be operating just like the NBA brackets.
Okay.
So there's the answer to your question. So I will say the one thing we're not doing in order to keep the tournament relatively short, because the finals are a best of 5 or 7, I don't remember which.
Okay.
Is there is no third place match. So normally what would happen
Yeah.
is you have the 2 quarterfinals, those 2 play each other to determine third place, and then the finals take place, and that's 1 and 2. So there's no losers match for 3,
Okay.
basically. So we're going to have 2 people tied for third, and then
Okay. That
1
makes,
and 2.
That makes
So
sense.
keep that in mind for everybody who is watching. We won't have a 4th match tomorrow. Watch, this will change in the morning, and I'll be like, there's a 4th match now. So as far as I know at the moment, there are only 3 matches planned for tomorrow. So, and the finals one is going to be a long one, but good.
Yes. What was the seeding, like the next rounds? Do we know that from the board?
Oh my gosh, you're gonna ask me to do that off the top of my head.
I can fill out the picture.
I was gonna say I don't have the picture immediately handy, so and I don't think the picture actually has it right now that I'm thinking about it. It should be so Fintech and I think it was the winner of Legacy and Mana. Yeah, I don't think the picture is right.
Okay.
So now that I'm looking at it, I think it's the winner of Fintech and Darth Ghost versus Mana Nagase and Legacy. So it'll be Mana and Fintech, I think, and then Trappy and Pepe.
Yeah.
And then from there.
Okay, I think that makes
I
sense.
think that's right.
Yeah.
If I'm
We'll
wrong,
find
I'm
out.
very sorry. I'm very tired. It's been a long day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You've been up early.
My call time was 8:30 for the event that started at 10:30. So it was a very early day.
All right. Well, if there's yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I was gonna say I think the picture did just get them flip flopped around. So
Yeah.
sorry about that. But,
Yeah, Killmonger was great too. Saw a lot of him.
dude, Killmonger. Like I have a Duke's Killmonger 7-star. I'm like, I might need to rank that bad boy
Yeah.
because he wrecked everything this meta.
I know.
He went to absolute town. So that's a good note to everybody. If you have a Killmonger, taking that bad boy up.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
You can just understand how the top 8 play and study them, and hey, who knows what could happen? You could be in the next tournament.
Did anyone see the crystals that were on the desk? Just curious.
I wasn't. I was in the crowd, so I was trying to look, and I.
If you saw those on stream, you're welcome. They're mine. I brought them so we could have them for the stream.
Oh, cool. I have my skill crystal. I thought I was gonna bring it. The tiny skill crystal. I had to buy it because I've never been to New York Comic Con.
Yeah, I technically only one. I got one as a gift, and then the other one I got for participating in Summoner Showdown.
Nice,
so
nice.
I brought the two and I put them on the desk, and they were like, "Oh, that was a great idea." I was like, "Yep, you're welcome. Thank you."
Yeah, got to show the MCOC.
Yep. Did you start prep? Oh, how long have I been prepping for the commentary stuff? So, a lot of the prep has taken place this week. That's probably most of it. But in terms of like planning the show and like the rhythm and how everything's going to work, we did a prep day. Oh my God, is today Friday still? Yep. Okay. So we did a prep day yesterday,
Yes.
a full run through of everything. But prior to that, handful of meetings that we were in of saying, here's how it's going to work. Here's what your expectations are. I will say Janik and I didn't expect to have to fill like 10 minutes randomly in the beginning, and we were like, we're just going to stretch. It's fine.
That was funny. Jax just taking it from you.
I know. He was like, no, mine now. Well, okay, so what happened in the second time that happened? There was the stretch we had to do in the beginning.
Yes.
Their decks weren't loaded correctly.
Yeah,
Ended up happening.
we could see it.
So, but later, when Jax was trying to signal us, you might not realize it, but for the stream setup, you can't see more than a foot past the lights.
Yeah, the lights.
And literally all we could see was Jackson doing this.
Waving. Say hello.
We just thought he was waving, or we just thought he was saying hi, or great job, keep going. There wasn't a clear signal for exactly what he wanted. He's like, I'm taking it back now. And we were like, okay, bye. Have fun. So that's what happened.
I love it. It's live entertainment.
It was funny, so it ended up working.
Is there an Aegon helmet?
Yeah, is there an Aegon helmet? I have not seen an Aegon helmet.
There's one in their streaming room. Let me have to see. They had one at New York Comic Con. I did those charity giveaways. I think they gave one away.
Yeah.
And so Kabam have a copy of it.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll have to. Well, we had Niv on, who was Aegon's designer.
Ah, okay.
So I'm a huge Aegon fan. Civil Warrior 2.
Very nice, very nice.
I love
I
it.
didn't pick the 7-star Civil Warrior.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's good. I wish his playstyle. I'm not a big fan of his playstyle.
Fair enough. I wanted the 7-star. I'm trying to collect as many 7-star ladies as I can get. So
Yeah.
I didn't want Civil Warrior. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Do you want to talk about the new characters for November that have been revealed?
I am. So I had a chance to play Kushala earlier.
Ooh,
I went
yes.
over to the desk to play. If you have not, go do it.
I haven't.
She's so
I've been
much fun.
streaming. I need to get going on that.
You do. She is so much fun. So I will say the thing I really like, I don't like Sorcerer Supreme's playstyle myself. I know it's supposed to be super easy. I've never really figured her rhythm out.
Yeah.
Based on the deep dive alone, I had Kushala down pat and melted characters. And I was like, okay, I like this. This is very nice. This
DLL?
is very enjoyable. She was really fun, really easy to pick up and just start playing, and super intuitive. Like, her kit looks really long and really big, but it's not. It's just learning what the blessings do. So she was a ton of fun. I also got a chance to play Cheel, and I want more time to practice her.
Okay.
So, because I do run deep wounds. I'm not running suicides at the moment, or excuse me, recoils at the moment. But she was just a lot of fun. She's so tanky.
I love it. She looked tanky.
I love a good tanky lady champ. So just,
Finally.
she was a lot of fun to play. Like, I could block and I didn't lose 10% of my health. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
refreshing. So
I'm glad.
I really like that about her, and I'm really excited to see what she can do. I think in some hands, she's gonna absolutely wreck things. So I'm looking forward to that. But you got to go try out Kushala.
I do. Yeah.
Out of the two,
I predicted her.
You did, and I'm very excited to see that. I saw that and I was like, yes, he got it right. And I think everyone is going to be very excited for her.
Absolutely.
Especially Slayer. Slayer, I see you.
Yeah. Also,
I see you. Slayer, I will go take a video for you. You're welcome.
Yes.
I will go do that for you.
Man, we saw some great stuff of her.
Yeah.
All right.
I will go take pictures. I promise. I can go record some video for you. I promise.
All right. If you guys only have some last questions in, we can get get you back to what's going on tonight.
Sounds like a plan. It's been great popping by. I'm glad you had me pop by.
I know. I love it. All right.
But it's good meeting you in person finally.
I know, yeah.
Considering how often we've talked in
Yeah.
some capacity, like it was really nice to see everybody in person.
Yeah.
And we have these lovely name tags because, it's not uncommon for none of us to know what each other looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I know you because, you've done the stuff with Kabam.
My face has been around just a
tiny
little bit.
yeah.
So I know I'm more recognizable than some, but there were other names where I was like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dragon. Nice to meet you. So, which works.
Yeah, absolutely. I've met some amazing people and recognize more of the names than the faces sometimes. It's crazy. And like we were saying.
The name tags come in handy.
Absolutely. I can rank 5 a skill right now, and perhaps I should do. Yeah, should do Geoff.
Ooh, you should. I think that would be a great idea. I will confess, I am waiting. I have a Titan crystal now. I picked up some additional Titan shards over on the wheel. That was fun.
Yeah, I need to spin that wheel.
But I'm waiting until December when Chioth and Kushala and Silk are all going to be in the Titan crystal.
Nice.
I am looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. All right. Next year, hopefully this continues. I would love for this to happen, get better.
Yeah. I will say the really, really nice thing about those 2 ladies getting added, there were so many ladies added this year.
Yes,
I was
finally,
so
yes.
happy.
Yeah,
I made a full list and I was like, oh my gosh, it's more than 20%. It's fantastic. It's actually close to 40.
Yeah.
I was super thrilled to see that. So those 2 really rounds it out for the year. And kudos to Kabam. That's been something I've been calling them out on for years.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're 2 great additions to the roster.
Yeah, it was cool, and I was predicting that way. I was like, well, what characters are Kabam interested in telling stories and doing that? I remember you asking me, like, how many females are on your list? And it was pretty close to what they have, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Your list was what I hoped for, and that's basically what we got in terms of Lady Champs, and I was like, yes, that's the best thing ever. Thank you.
Yeah.
For those who might be curious, I am a very big Lady Champ person. Hi. That's not news to anyone, I don't think.
Some great... Chioth has an axe, so I need to play her.
Yes.
That axe.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
That axe, it looks awesome. The animations look fantastic. And no complaints like Angela. She swings a bladed weapon and they bleed, unlike
Finally,
Angela.
yes.
Yeah, so that plays in really nicely. And again, it looks phenomenal. All the animations with Brother Grizzly and Sister Eagle look phenomenal. Like, you guys have no idea. When you get to see it up close and personal, it's even better. It's just so good. It looks amazing.
Absolutely.
So.
Any looks at the Deathless Guillotine yet?
I suspect there will be more information coming out really soon, especially since we have the first 2 pieces available. So stay tuned.
Yes, absolutely. Several people have asked.
I figured. I will say I'm excited for Deathless Guillotine. I'm a scrub, so I will probably be collecting the 6-star just to collect the champion and call it done. But I'm excited for how cool she looks. Like, just the hints we've gotten with the sword and everything, I'm excited.
Yeah, and to see really that nameless design come to Deathless, very, very, very cool. I love it. She carries Scout style sewed on that alone. She looks awesome. Any new info on the game mode that was hinted?
Hints lead to information. Just be patient.
Stay tuned. Come here next time, and you'll get all the juicy details.
I was gonna say, don't worry. Kabam knows there's like 100 people here. They know not everything will stay secret for long. I can promise that much.
I got Photon from my Titan Crystal, and she's already ranked 2 now thanks to the gem. Yeah.
Ooh, that was a great choice.
Yeah.
A+ choice. I will say, when we looked at between the first 2 matches that we had, the one consistent champion that everyone took to rank 2 was Photon. There was only one person who didn't take her to rank 2, and we were like, okay, Photon's going to get banned pretty much all day. But we still saw her play.
Yes. Yeah.
I was surprised we saw as much Photon play as we did. And then, of course, I saw Kindred, and I'm very jealous that they don't just get wrecked by Kindred, because I just die.
Yeah.
I've tried and just die. The answer to that question from the Agent Carmichael, we don't know.
Yeah.
No info yet. Sorry, that was a very long question.
Do you think the Deathless are nameless? Maybe.
I was going to say, I'm trying to think about what's been put out there. I don't think the Kabam's clarified that, so
Something
I don't know.
Something soon.
I bet they like their story. So maybe we'll find out soon.
Yeah, I've talked to some people about the story, and hopefully get some more people coming in talking about the story. I'm very excited. Future of the game.
Who should you hunt down for that? Might see if I can send someone your way to talk about the story.
All right, yes. Give me somebody. Give me some juicy details.
I will do my best. But in the meantime, you have a wheel to spin. You should go get some rewards and get your hands on some stuff.
Yeah, my brother spent it for me. I haven't done any of the activities.
I was going to say, you got to go do the activities.
I know.
And get your hands on Kushala.
Yes. I think I'll probably get one more person in and end the stream. And
okay. All right. Yeah, you guys, you gotta let him go have some fun.
Yeah,
it's kind of awesome up here. And Slayer, I will tag you in a video.
Yes,
You're
absolutely.
welcome.
All right.
You're welcome. I will give you some Kushala content.
How about some Brian Grant? We saw 8 Brian Grant.
There are 2.
2?
There are 2.
Oh man.
I don't know. There are. Okay, go
check
my Twitter. Go check my Twitter. I have a picture of the Brian Grant who is here. There's one who's having his head signed. No, I'm not exaggerating. His head is being signed. I signed it.
Oh my
And there's
goodness.
another one who is not, but I caught the one who was dancing. So if you want to see at MCOC Dragon, I have a picture of one of the Brian Grants.
One of them.
They've been wandering around.
They're cloning.
They don't talk, which is interesting and suspicious. Maybe a little suspicious, but we'll see.
Which is which? We'll find out.
I really want to know.
All right. I will die for you.
You don't need to die for me. I will get you the content. It's fine.
All right. Well, I'll let you go.
Okay. Sounds good. Bye, guys.